200-day moving average of 17,300 is something that can hold?
I think that looks like at least being tested a very strong possibility. I think budget is obviously a news-heavy event, so it can change the direction in the short term. But looking at the chart setup today, I think 17,300 looks like to be a very achievable and a target which the index would do, and possibly even lower.
Okay, that's actually bang on time. That's the opening bell kicking in right now. The first tick is on the downside for the markets, so down almost about 40 odd points. There is still some caution in the system. The Sensex is down 220 points as we open up trade. So after the 3-month low that we hit on Friday, there is still some more selling pressure in the market. The pressure is coming into the Bank Nifty this morning, down almost 300 points on the first tick. And all your big private sector banks are under pressure. Axis Bank, ICICI Bank, HDFC, Indices are all exerting pressure on the market. L&T, by the way, comes out with numbers today. It's down about 1% ahead of its earnings. Reliance Industries is dragging its feet, down about 1%. HUL, Apollo Hospitals, M&M are a couple of other stocks that are trending in the red now. Now the Nifty is down 100 points, so a disappointing opening if you're a bull. The Adani Group stocks are all over the place, actually. Adani Enterprises and Ports are in the green, so there's a bit of a recovery there. But the rest of the pack, Adani Wilmar, Transmission, Power, Adani Total Gas. In fact, Adani Total Gas, I think, is down almost... Adani Green Energy, by the way, is down 17% right now. Total Gas is down 18%. So massive, massive slide is what you're seeing in many of the group stocks, despite the clarification that came through from the management a while back. More on that in a bit. I think that's the sentiment overhang on the market, definitely. There's no respite now. In fact, it's quite a steep fall that we're seeing on the index. The Sensex is now down 530 points, and the market breadth is well in favor of declines, with over 1,400 stocks on the declining side. So clearly, despite a clarification coming through, there is this overhang, as the management themselves was telling us there's a $30 billion gross debt they're sitting on, out of which $6 billion is the exposure that they have to the Indian banking system, which means effectively 20%, little over that, is exposed to the banking system. So there's definitely some amount of caution there in the system. Not a good opening for the market.
Well, that's right. Not a good opening for the markets, but from the Adani Groups itself, Ambuja Cements and ACC, both of them have opened up in the green. Ambuja Cements is up close to around 5%. Remember, to recover 10% in Friday's trading session or so. Let's see whether or not that holds. Remember, the management clarified that there's no pledge out there and they're committed to the fund infusion. So that explains why that stock is running away. ACC as well, giving it company on the upside. And Adani Enterprises is up close to around 8%. So mixed start out there. You have BEL. Well, that stock has opened up with some pressure. The margins were down 170 basis points. So that's taken a bit of a knock in trade. You have Kajaria Ceramics as well. The volumes declined by close to 1%. The high fuel costs impacted margins. The hope is going ahead, you see some bit of improvement on the margins, but that stock is down close to around 5%. Aarti Drugs profitability was down by 40%. Margins as well compressed by around 360 basis points. So that one comes up for you on the screen, down close to around 5%. On the flip side, NMDC had opened up in the green. They have increased prices by around 300 to around 500 rupees over the weekend. So good news coming in there. I think the initial tick was in the green, but now it's more or less flattish. And Data Patterns, the management that we'll be tracking within just a bit, well, that stock had opened up well in the green. That should come up for you on the screen. And Phenotex Chemicals as well, it's gone up multiple times in the past few years. That had opened up in the green, I think, but let's see what that one's doing. So quite a bit of stocks moving around. For starters, though, the Nifty has gone ahead, broken Friday's low, and currently holding at around 17,450. If we have to bounce, we need to bounce to somewhere of these levels. Otherwise, a visit to the 200 DMA, which is 150 points lower from these levels, is on the card. So 17,450. Let's see whether or not we can hold on to these levels.
Let's just look at the Adani